Good morning, students. Welcome to class. How are you doing today? Okay, so I have been mandated by the coordinator of JST to take you today on the introductory class. So what you need to do, because of the large crowd, you will want to pay absolute attention. Because at any point that you make a noise, you're going to distract other people from learning. The hall is large. My voice might not reach to the farthest ends, except you pay rapt attention. Even as I'm speaking, we still have people talking and whispering. Again, I plead that you do not distract us. You should pay absolute attention. My name is Dr. Ayoitem. I am a lecturer in the Department of English, Faculty of Arts. So I am taking you today on the course JST 111, Communication in English. Please note that the situation will not always be like this. From next week, you will have your different lecturers, depending on your groups and your departments. But because this is an introductory class, everyone has to be here. From next week, it will be better. You have your different venues and your different groups and your different lecturers. So please bear with us today. All right? So the topic that we want to treat today is sound patterns in English. English sound patterns. English sound patterns. That's the topic today. Everybody say English sound pattern. English sound patterns. Pattern. Patterns. Okay, it's not pattern. English sound pattern. All right? So under this topic, we are going to learn the sounds in the English language. We are going to learn consonants and vowels and other aspects of the English sounds. Please note that you cannot speak a language without knowing the sounds of that language. You cannot speak a language without knowing what? The sounds of the language. Because the sounds are what you use to construct words and what you use to construct sentences. Everything begins with the sounds of the language. You need to be taught the basic building block of the language, which are the sounds. Okay? You need to be taught the basic building blocks of the language, which are the sounds. Okay? So one thing that you need to note about English is that there's a difference between sounds and letters. Everybody said there's a difference between sounds and letters. If that's the only thing you learn today, better. You can even write it down in your notes. There's a difference between sounds and letters in the English language. When you know this, you will know how to navigate the murky waters of English pronunciation, because it is not easy. Okay? By saying that there's a difference between sounds and letters, we mean that you do not pronounce English words most of the time by looking at the letters, by looking at the alphabet. You definitely get it wrong. Most times, there is nothing in the letters to suggest how the words should be pronounced, right? There's absolutely nothing most times in the letters to suggest how a word should be pronounced. We have several examples, okay, in the English language, whereby if you want to pronounce the words based on the appearance, the surface appearance of the words, you get the pronunciation wrong. All right? Can anyone think of any of such words that if you want to go by the letters, you get the pronunciation wrong? Just raise your hand and I will appoint you. What's your name? Happiness. What's your department? Administration. So what's the word? Knife psychology. Okay. Okay, that's correct. That's correct. Can you think of any other word? Let me take from this far side of the congregation. What's your name? Beauty. Which is your department? Department of English. Okay. A-W-L. Okay. Oh. Okay. So another good example is, okay, in some local governments they will say away. You understand? In some local governments will pronounce it as away, right? But you know that if it is English word, you don't have to go by the letters to know how it is pronounced. Okay? And again, if you ask someone like Chubike to pronounce the word, they will say away, right? Chubike will say away, right? Except Samuel tells him the correct pronunciation. All right, okay. One more from this side. Okay. No, a guy this time. A guy. Okay. What's your name? Okay. What's your department? Sociologist. So what's the word? Spell. Visit. Okay, physics. Okay, physics. All right. Okay, good. So we have established that. I will give my own example in the word. What's this? All right. Good. So this is Q U A Y. Right? Everybody. Q U A Y. Good. That's how you spell. Q U A Y. Q U A Y. Not Q U A Y. All right. So if you want to go by the arrangement of the letters, you get the pronunciation wrong, because someone said it is key, right? Key. is correct. Key. Key. If I say key, so that's how the English language works. So whenever you're not sure of the pronunciation of a word, don't try to be like Chubike, all right, who will pronounce the words based on their letters. What you need to do is to find out from the dictionary how the word is pronounced correctly. And that is what we are going to teach you by looking at the sound patterns in English. And we want to start with letters of the alphabet. How many letters do we have in the English alphabet? 26. We have some very good students in this hall, and that's great. Okay? Just help us wipe the board. What's your name? Hmm? Williams. Help us wipe the board. Which is your department? So we'll start with the letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now, what you need to note is that it's as if we are going back to nursery 1, right? But it's necessary because even at this point, some people do not know how to write letters of the alphabet correctly. Okay? So perhaps this is the last chance that you have to learn how to write and pronounce the letters of the alphabet properly. Okay? So everyone, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, H. Okay? H. Not so H. All right? H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, Q. R. 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 Not R. Not R. It's R. Alright? So if you have a dictionary, you can just open it to R. That letter will be transcribed in the dictionary. You'll see it is R. Alright? R. Not what you think. So S, T, U, V, W, W. Alright? Not W, W. W. Alright? Then you have X, Y, Z. So what you need to note is that we write small letter Z this way, not necessarily this way. Okay? So, and the others are so written. So when you want to write in small letters, you take a cue from all of this. Okay? Now for a letter like P, there might not be much difference between the capital letter and the small letter, except that when you are writing the capital letter, it has to be on top of the line. The small letter has to go below the line. Okay? Another thing is, when you're writing M, you have to write it like this. If you write it like this, even if it's as big as this, it's still small letter M. Okay? So if you write something like this, it's not capital. So those are the things that you need to know. You need to mind your handwriting, because most times in exams, you will not be there to tell the lecturer what you wrote after you've submitted your script, so that you will not say, "Oh, that was M, not W." So you need to make it clear enough for the lecturer to understand. So if you have taken this, we are going to wipe the board now. Help us. So those were the letters of the English alphabet. 26. Now, there's a difference between letters and sounds in the English language, like we illustrated, and we want to pay attention to the sounds. The sounds help us to pronounce the letters. Okay? The sounds help us to pronounce the letters. So in studying the sounds of the English language, we need to know these terms. Phonetics, phonology, phonetics and phonology. Both of them refer to the aspect of linguistics that studies sounds in a language. Both phonology and phonetics are related terms in linguistics, and they refer to an aspect of linguistics, or what you might call a level of linguistic analysis, where we study the sound systems of the language. Now, the only difference between phonetics and phonology is that phonetics is general, whereas phonology is particular. Phonetics is general, phonology is what? Particular. By that we mean that phonetics studies the sound system of all languages put together, whereas phonology studies the sound of a particular language, say English. All right? So that's the difference, in case you are asked. They are both related in terms of the fact that they study the sounds of a language, but the difference is that phonetics is general, whereas phonology is what? Particular. So, because we are studying the sounds of English, we are discussing phonology. We are discussing what? Phonology. Because we are studying the sounds of a particular language. In studying phonology, we have two broad sections. In studying phonology, we have two broad sections. We have the segmental features and we have the non-segmental features. We have the segmental features and then we have what? Non-segmental. Or the supra-segmental features. Now, they may look like they are difficult terms, but they are not. Some people just use them to confuse you, and I'm going to explain what they mean. Okay? Segmental features refers to the aspects of phonology where we study the elements of sounds or sound elements individually, separately. Segmental features refers to those sound elements that can be studied individually, separately, one by one. That is the opposite of non-segmental features. In non-segmental features, you cannot study the sound elements individually. You study them in group. So that is the major difference between segmental features and non-segmental features. In segmental features, you study the sound element individually, separately, one by one. By non-segmental features, you study them in group. So, we are going to start with segmental features. Under segmental features, we are going to study vowels and consonants because we can study them individually. We can take one item at a time. We can study each one separately. That's why if you are asked in exams, which of these is an example of a segmental feature? If you see vowel or consonant in the option, choose that one. Because you can study it what? Separately, individually. Alright? For non-segmental features, we are talking about stress and intonation. We're talking about what? Stress and intonation. You cannot study stress individually. You have to study as a group by bringing together some aspects of sounds. Okay? So that's why stress and intonation are grouped under what? Non-segmental features. Segmental features have consonants and vowels. So please take down notes and note these things I'm talking about. So we are going to begin with what? With segmental features, and that means that we are going to look at what? We're looking at vowels and consonants, or consonants and vowels. Now, vowels. Let's look at vowels. Vowels okay? Vowels can be pronounced without any obstruction in the vocal lips. You can define a vowel as a sound pronounced without any form of obstruction in the vocal lips. If someone asks you, what is a vowel? What will you say? You say that a vowel is a sound that is pronounced without what? Without any obstruction. Where? In the vocal lips. Alright? In the vocal lips. Vocal lips. That means there's no blockage. Whether you want to say whether you want to say e, whether you want to say you have the freedom in your mouth. That's what we mean by no obstruction in the vocal lips. Right? Whether you want to say oh, it's free. You have freedom to say it. No obstruction whatsoever in the vocal lips. That is a vowel. So the difference between a vowel and a consonant is that while there is no obstruction in the vocal lips when pronouncing a vowel, there is obstruction in the vocal lips when pronouncing a consonant. So a consonant sound is a sound that one pronounces with obstruction in the vocal lips. So we are focusing on the vowels. We are focusing on the vowels. So the English vowels are 25 in number. We have 25 vowel sounds. Please note that we are talking about sounds, not alphabets now. We have 25 vowel sounds in the English language when you include the triphthongs. Alright? When you include the triphthongs. When you include the triphthongs, there are 5 in number. But we have 20 vowel sounds in English when we exclude the triphthongs. We have 20 vowel sounds in English when we exclude the triphthongs. Including the triphthongs, you have 25. Excluding the triphthongs, you have what? 20. Okay? So the English vowels are divided into three parts or three groups. The English vowels are divided into three groups. The English vowels are divided into three groups. You have the monophthongs, you have the diphthongs, and then you have the triphthongs. You have the monophthongs, you have the diphthongs, then you have the what? The triphthongs. You have the monophthongs, you have the monophthongs, you have the diphthongs, then you have what? The triphthongs. Okay? The monophthongs are 12, the triphthongs are 8, and the diphthongs are 8 and the triphthongs are 5. The monophthongs are 12. We have 12 monophthongs in the English language. We have 8 diphthongs in the English language. And we have 5 triphthongs in the English language. That's what you need to know. So now let us focus. Let us focus on the monophthongs. Let us focus on the monophthongs. Another name for the monophthongs is pure vowels. Pure vowels. Pure vowels. Pure vowels. They are called pure because they are not mixed with any other vowel. They are individual. They are separate. They are not combined with any other vowel. Call them pure vowels. So in case you hear pure vowels, know that they are talking about what? Monophthongs. The word mono means the one. So that means that individual sound. Compared to diphthongs, which when you have the word di or da means two. Okay? Meaning that diphthongs are two sounds combined as one. But monophthongs are individual single sounds. Monophthongs are single sounds. Okay? Monophthongs are single separate sounds. That's why we say mono. You can also call them pure vowels. And I've said why they are called pure vowels. So we have 12 monophthongs, and each is conventionally numbered. Write that down. Each monophthong is what? Conventionally numbered. Monophthongs are what? Conventionally numbered. Okay? They may give you in exams. They say, which of these sounds is usually conventionally numbered? And they say consonants, diphthongs, triphthongs, monophthongs. If you don't know, you don't know. So monophthongs are what? Conventionally numbered. Meaning that each sound can be identified by a number. Each sound has its own number. So at the point I will come to class and ask you, tell me vowel number 1. Give me vowel number 1. Go and write vowel number 1. Or they may even ask you in exam, which of these is vowel number 1? Okay? And because you were in class, and because you took down your notes, be able to answer. Because what it takes to pass exams in the university is that you should be in class. You should always be in class and listen to the lecturer and take down notes. Because at the end of the day, the lecturer will mostly set what he taught. So the key to passing exams in the university is what? Class attendance. Class attendance. So, we are going to write out the 12 pure vowels now, according to their number. Vowel number 1. Another thing that you need to notice that monophthongs have short and long sounds. Monophthongs have what? Short and long sounds. They have short sound, they have their long counterparts. So, the long sound is denoted by the double dot in front of it. When you see the double dot in front of the sound, know that it is what? It's long. It's long sound. And when it has no dots, no double dots, it is what? Short. As simple as that. That could be another exam question. You might never know. So you take down notes and you remember as much as you can. Alright? So another thing that you need to notice that this class is recorded. Okay? And by God's grace, I will post it on my YouTube channel later. In case you can't get everything, you can still go to the channel and watch if you have data, right? And listen to the. So you just check my name on YouTube. You'll see my channel. Remember to subscribe, right? Remember to subscribe. So all it takes for you to subscribe, is to just click the subscription button. They will not take your money. They will not take money. You don't pay money for subscription. It is free. All right? Simple. All right. Two. Vowel number 2, the short E. Vowel number 1, the long E. Vowel number 2, the short E. Vowel number 3 is A. Vowel number 4 is A. Vowel number 5 is the long A. Vowel number 6 is the short O. You can also write it like this. Vowel number 7 is the long O. Vowel number 8 is the short O. Vowel number 9 is the long O. Vowel number 10 is the narrow O. Narrow O. Narrow. Vowel number 11 is a sound that looks like the long A, right? Then vowel number 12 is the schwa sound. What's the schwa sound? Schwa sound. So those are the 12 monophthongs in the English language. Those are the 12 monophthongs in the English language. Now, what you need to note, please write down the sounds because we are going to wipe it soon. What you need to note first is to note the number and the sound. In case I tell you vowel number 10, you need vowel number 10. You know that it's the narrow O. Alright? Give me vowel number 12, you know that it's the schwa sound. Okay? Because monophthongs are conventionally numbered. Each vowel has its own number. Vowel number 1, vowel number 2. So when you are writing the monophthongs, you be careful so that you not write as you like. Don't start with O, number 1, O. No, it's not done. You have to start with the right sound for each number. That's how it works. So, another thing that you need to note is that most times the short sounds and the long sounds are pronounced completely different. Okay? They are different in the way we pronounce them. It's not because this one is E, this one is E, then you say E. No. It's not because this one is O, then you now say that this one is O, this one is O, this one is O. No. They are completely different sounds. And that's what we are going to see when we want to pronounce each and every one of them. So one sound is not it's not realized by prolonging the duration of the other sound or shortening the duration of the other sound. No, they are completely different sounds. Okay. So maybe we'll start with that first by pairing the sounds in order to see how different they are in pronunciation. So we can start with the difference. This is fast. This is pause. 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 Fast. Pause. Fast. Pause. That is very fast. Let's take another page. Let's take we have there are two different sounds. So you can have the word. So this is spot, spot. This is four, four, four. Then go and short hook. You don't just write it like this. You like right now. Okay? Then you have, like write the long one. Please take note of that. So you can have it in the word like but. You see like different from school. One is buck. No. Buck. Let me have it. Let me have the first. So you can tell somebody, look at me. Look at me. Don't look. Bring our coffee. All right. Do we have another one? Which one is that? Okay, let's do this one. This one. Now let's use the word. Alright? This one is bed. Bed. Let's add bed. The other one is bird. But some people, there's no difference. Bed is bed. That is light. Somebody is light. Still bed. Alright? This one says the bed is light. Bed is light. Bed, right? This side. You're not recording. So which other one? In most words, the double A, you can find the long A sound. You can find it in B, A, B, A. So it's always underlined where the sound in question is represented in the letters. Because all of these are letters. The sound are invisible. Alright? Except we transcribe the word. Okay, so for example, if I transcribe this is what I have. So this will help you to pronounce that word. If I transcribe this one, this is what we have. And that will help you to pronounce that word. Bees. Okay? So you have the word like so that's what you have. Key. Who can think of more examples? You have to raise your hand. Okay, someone says this. Well, why not try that big letter combination like this?
Seeds.
Like the C. The C. C. So that you know that most times you can find, sometimes you can also find it in the letters AI. Alright? You can find it in I. Okay? Let's take vowel number 2. So this is how you write vowel number 2. Pay attention, this is how you write it. you write it like this.
Comment que si ça continue, donc comment Nairon.
Oh, to go big.
You can have it in one line.
Thank you.
Six.
It's rich. It's rich. It's rich. It's a rich man.
Alright? Marcus. Right? I'm going to the market. Going to the market. Alright?
To the market. You need a preview.
So in case I like the sound here
No, it's you said they made mistake. You ready to
is Marcus.
you know that. I knew Jalu of a Christian. Which one is Christian again? Singlet. What do you say? You guys will see the speak between you with this speak.
Today is Monday. Today is Monday.
Today is I hope you write that one shot.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
When you're not speaking Indian.
What's the next sound? About when you get to a lift. So I said that not all the time when you have EE and you have E. That's the problem with the English language. Here the BA here is what? E. The EA here is red. Right?
No, there's half on 7.
Vowel number 4. So I want to plait my hair. Vowel number 5. Then you have the long version as vowel number 7. Vowel number 7.